What's going on, Interland? My name is Johnny, just in case you don't know me. And before I talk a little bit about the science of getting rich, yeah, before I talk a little bit about the science of getting rich, and the reason why we're going to be talking about the science of getting rich, the reason why is because it includes the word science and getting rich in it, which means that it's the truth and anybody can get rich. You can get rich, and anybody can, literally. Although, before we talk a little bit more about the science of getting rich, how about I tell you a quick story, and I don't want to ramble on here for too long. So I'll try to make this quick. I'm 34 right now. 17 years ago I was 17, and that's the day. That's when I was like at the hospital, and that's when I had like my first kid. When I was 17. I dropped out of high school, like my sophomore year. Yeah, I got a GED, went back to college. I passed a couple classes. I went straight to university. Got a student loan. I remember driving around in an S2000, like an S2K. Okay. And so I had like student loan debt and stuff. And I winded up dropping out of college. This was when I was about like 20 years old or so, and that's around the time that I stumbled into the science of getting rich, and that's when I stumbled into Think and Grow Rich, and then I stumbled into this mentor, who said this. He was earning like 700,000 a month at the time, and he said this. He said, there's a secret in Think and Grow Rich. Like, do you want to know what that secret is? You can earn $250,000 a month. You can earn $700,000 in a month. Just write it on a card and read it as often as possible every day. Heck, you can your net worth, if you can be earning, I don't know, you can have $100 million like in the bank, like 100 million, not 100,000, 100 million. All you have to do is write it on a card and read it as often as possible. So I stumbled into that whole philosophy. Think and Grow Rich, the science of getting rich, the law of success. I stumbled into that when I was like 21 years old, like turning 22 now. And then fast forward to today, back in 2023, I was coming out of a time in my life, and it was a really, really dark time. Like, I don't know about you, but me personally, I have never dealt with like anxiety and depression and all of that nonsense. I've never dealt with that. And all of a sudden there was like this like I don't know, this like darkness, in my life, and I found this is what I found, that when it's really, really dark, things begin to glow. So I began to start looking for solutions, and I began to start looking for the answers. And that's when I stumbled into Tony Horton and P90X. And I said, you know what? This is it. I have to be exercising physically on a daily basis. Like, I have to be doing it because, the story that was running my life for the previous decade before that was like, oh no, like I still have a six pack from when I was in college because I have the abs, like, I mean, you have abs, right? Everybody has abs, but me, I had a six pack from when I was in college. That's the furthest thing from the truth. I just told you the story of how I dropped out of college when I was like 20 years old. And here I am, like now 30 years old, 31, 32, thinking that I still have a six pack from when I was in college. When that's really the furthest thing from the truth. So fast forward to what happened. I said enough is enough, and I started working out. And in the next video, I'm gonna reveal to you how everything transformed into how things used to be, to all of a sudden, like stumbling into a bigger, better, badder, more successful, and really a better quality of life, which is really what we're going for here. So in the next video, I'll reveal to you how my life transformed.